Namaste everyone. Thank you for visiting my channel. If you enjoy this video, please consider subscribing to support the channel. So, let's dive into today's story. Have you ever come across beautiful Indian sculptures in museums around the world? I'm sure many of you have. But have you ever imagined walking into a museum and finding an entire South Indian temple mandapam built from centuries old granite stones? Yes, you heard that right. A magnificent Hindu temple hall made from authentic granite blocks standing not in India but inside a museum in Philadelphia, United States of America. And today I'm going to take you there. As I stepped into Philadelphia Museum of Art, I was not expecting to witness something so extraordinary. For a moment, it felt as though I had been transported from America to the sacred temple towns of Tamil Nadu. Every pillar, every sculpture, every carving looked as if they had just begun brought from ancient temple in India. This is not a replica. These are the real granite stones handcrafted by Indian artisans centuries ago, and each one carries a story. What are you saying is actually a 16th century South Indian temple hall known as Mandapam. In a Hindu temple architecture, a mandapam is beautifully carved pillar hall where devotees gather for prayers, religious ceremonies, music and cultural events. It is not the main sanctum where the deity resides, but it is an essential part of the temple complex. This magnificent granite hall came from Madurai in Tamil Nadu, one of India's oldest and most sacred temple cities. For many decades, it was believed that they were originated from Madan Gopala Swami temple. However, recent research suggests that most of its carved stones were originally created for nearby Kodal Alangar temple, providing historians with a better understanding of its true origins. Every pillar was hand-carved by skilled artisans hundreds of years ago. The intricate sculpture depicts Hindu mythology, divine beings, dances, and scenes inspired by epics such as Ramayana, showcasing the extraordinary craftsmanship of South Indian sculptures. So how did Indian temple travel halfway across the world? The story begins more than 100 years ago. It began in 1913 when American travelers Henry and Adeline Pepper Gibson visited Madurai in Tamil Nadu, India's oldest temple cities. During their journey, they came across more than 60 intricately carved granite architecture pillars that had become separated from a historical temple site. Recognizing the exceptional artistic and historical value, the Gibson purchased these remarkable stone carvings through the legal procedures that existed at the time. With the permission from the British Colonial Administration and the Archaeological Department of India, the massive granite pieces were then carefully shipped to United States. Later, they reassembled into impressive temple hall that still stands today. A few years later, in 1919, she donated them to Philadelphia Museum of Art. Imagine the challenge. More than 60 massive granite blocks, each weighing hundreds of kilograms. Without modern technology, museum experts carefully studied every carving and assembled them like a giant three-dimensional puzzle. In 1920, they recreated a traditional temple hall known in India as a Mandapam. Over the next 100 years, the temple hall was carefully preserved, studied, and thoughtfully reinstalled with the current presentation completed in 2016. Today, it remains the only publicly displayed historical ensemble of Indian stone temple architecture outside of Indian subcontinent. Think about that. Thousands of miles away from India, visitors from every country and every faith walk through this hall, stopping to admire the extraordinary craftsmanship created by Indian artisans centuries ago. This is the timeless power of Indian civilization. For us, a temple has never been just a building. In a tradition of Sanatan Dharma, a temple is where architecture, mathematics, sculpture, philosophy, and devotion come together. Every carving has a meaning. Every pillar symbolizes strength. Every sculpture tells stories from our sacred traditions. Nothing was carved simply for decoration. Everything was created with a purpose, patience, and devotion. When I look closely at these sculptures, one thought stayed with me. The artisan who carved these stones probably never imagined that hundreds of years later, people of another continent would stop in awe to admire their work. They were not building for fame, they were building as an offering to the divine. Perhaps that's why these stones still feel alive today. Across India, from famous pilgrim sites to the small villages tucked away among hills and forests, countless temples preserve this incredible artistic heritage. Some are celebrated around the world, others remain hidden treasures. Yet all of them reflect the same dedication, precision, and the spiritual vision. Standing here in Philadelphia, I did not just see a museum exhibit. I saw a bridge connecting between two civilizations. I saw Indian artistic heritage being appreciated by people from every corner of the world, and I felt proud that this legacy continues to inspire generations far beyond this birthplace. Museums preserve masterpieces like this because they present humanity's shared culture heritage. This temple hall reminds us that great art knows no borders, great craftsmanship never fades, and timeless wisdom continues to inspire no matter where it stands. These stones began the journey in South India. Today, they stand in Philadelphia. Yet, their message remains unchanged. Beauty is universal, devotion is timeless, and the legacy of India's temple architecture continues to inspire the world. And timeless wisdom continues to inspire no matter where it stands. These stones began their journey in South India. Today, they stand in Philadelphia. Yet, their message remains unchanged. Beauty is universal, devotion is timeless, and the legacy of India's temples architecture continues to inspire the world. If you enjoy discovering this hidden treasure of Indian heritage in America, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more journeys exploring history, culture, and timeless stories from around the world. Until next time, Namaste, Jai Hind, and Jai Bharat.